washed the Chevy before the sun got high. Mama fried chicken with her sweet apple pie. Sunday best hanging by the old screen door. Kids barefoot on the kitchen floor. We'd ride to church in that pickup truck, windows down, breathing in the luck. Hymns on the radio, slow and low. Back when Sunday had a softer glow. Back when Sunday mattered, we'd all slow down. Gather at the table, no phones, no sound. Grace was spoken, heads were bowed, stories passed from a wiser crowd. The world felt right, the noise was scattered back in those days when Sunday mattered. Afternoon naps with the windows cracked, wind chimes singing with the curtains pulled back. Grandma's laugh drifting down the hall. Football on TV, but barely heard it all. Front porch picking, just me and Dad, playing old tunes, Hank and Merle we had. Sunset slow like a fiddle tune. Supper at 6 by the light of the moon. Back when Sunday mattered, hearts were still. Time moves soft like a wind on the hill. We held each other more than we do, and faith felt simple, steady and true. No rush, no race, just what truly mattered back in those days when Sunday mattered. So here's to those moments, sweet and few, where love was loud in all we do. Windows down, soft wind blows, an old dirt road where no one goes. Headlights glide through the Georgia pines, fireflies float like little signs. Radio hums and old George Jones, I sing along in a quieter tone. No place to be, no finish line, just this moment and borrowed time. Backroads and fireflies drifting under southern skies.
just a ride. No map, no plan, just countryside. I pull off near an old wood fence. The night wraps me in silence dense. No need to speak, no need to try. Just me, backroads and fireflies. Backroads and fireflies, drafted under southern skies. The world slows down when the stars come out, and all that noise just fades without a sound. Backroads and fireflies. Fireflies. Sometimes peace is just a ride. No map, no plan, just countryside. I pull off near an old wood fence. The night wraps me in silence dense. No need to speak, no need to try. Just me, backroads and fires. Fire roads.
There's a bench in the barn with a coffee-stained rag, hammer and chisel in an old canvas bag. Daddy built shelves there and fixed broken toys, left his fingerprints in the hands of his boys. The radio sits stuck on AM, crackling news since way back when. He'd hum along while sharpening blades. Smell of sawdust never fades. At Daddy's workbench, time stood still, where lessons were carved with steady will. No fancy talk, no college plan, just a strong back and a calloused hand. He taught me more with a nail and wrench than any book at Daddy's bench. There's a Bible up top with grease on the side, next to a flask he swore he'd hide. He'd say, "Son, life ain't always clean, but you do your best in the space between." I still hear his boots on the concrete floor, that slow, firm walk I don't hear no more. But at every time I hold that drill, it's like his hands are guiding still. At Daddy's workbench I became a man with busted thumbs and a simple plan to fix what breaks and stand up true, and never quit till the job is through. There's on the worn and every wrench passed down in love at Daddy's bench. So I keep it just how he left it that day, dust and all. I like it that way.
the bed, filled with old letters never been read. Wrinkled pages, yellowed lines, thoughts I wrote but never timed. Some had your name right at the top, some I stopped halfway, afraid to drop. I meant to send them on those lonely nights, but folded them up and turned out the light. These are the letters I never sent, words unsaid, like a prayer unmeant, tucked in drawers behind old frames, hiding the truth behind your name. If paper could speak, you'd hear it all. The rise, the ache, the silent fall. One said, I'm sorry for that July. Another said, please don't say goodbye. There's one I wrote after your dad passed, but never found courage to mail it at last. That porch light burned for weeks on end, and I stayed quiet, just playing pretend. But every line I wrote came from my chest, even if silence was what I did best. These are the letters I never sent, words unsent, full of intent, moments missed in envelopes, stamped with dust from quiet hopes. If I could go back, I'd let them fly, but now they just learn how to cry. So I'll keep writing to clear the air, and letters I'll send to God, not her.
There's a wooden fence round Mama's old yard, where roses still bloom, though the years have been hard. She'd hum old hymns as the sunset fell in her garden of hope, where memories dwell. Barefoot in mornings with dew on the ground, she'd wave from the porch in her faded nightgown. Now the wind whispers through rows of time, like she's still here in another time. Mama's garden still grows, though she's gone. With every bloom she keeps living on. I plant each seed like a prayer, hoping somehow she feels it again.
she's gone. With every bloom, she keeps living on. I plant each seed like a prayer I send, hoping somehow she feels it again. The radio plays her favorite song, and I swear I hear her singing along. Time moves on, but these roots run deep in every flower. Her love still sleeps, so I'll keep her gardening just like before, and feel her near as the seasons restore. Mama's old chair still creaks at dawn, sitting out front with her coffee on, worn quilt draped where she used to be, staring out past the cedar tree. She'd hum soft tunes from the radio, at her knees say, come sit slow. Sunlight dancing on the wooden floor, barefoot memories I still adore. Mama's old rocking chair still sways slow, like lullabies from long ago. Each creak a whisper, each sigh a prayer of all she gave and all she cared. Though she's gone, her love stays there, rocking on in that old chair. The porch light flickers in the evening haze. I still hear her voice through yesterday's maze. She'd shell green beans with her apron on, tell me stories till the stars had shone. There's a Bible there with a bookmark frayed next to the pillow where her head once lay. Even now in the hush of air, I see her rocking like she's still there. Mama's old rocking chair keeps time like an old church bell in rhythm and rhyme. It held her thoughts, her grace, her fight through broken days and quiet nights. It's where her spirit still fills the air, soft and strong in that old chair. So I sit real still and let it move one more time in Mama's groove. He don't chase no rabbits these days, just lays in the shade where the porch light fades. That old red collars fraying thin, but his eyes still shine like they always did. We used to run down that gravel road, kicking up dust before the sun got low. Now we sit quiet most afternoons, just me and him and the whistling tune. Me and that old dog, we don't talk much, but we understand. With every touch, he leans his head on my worn out boot, like saying I'm here without a hoot. Years may pass and time may jar, but I still got me that old dog. He's heard my cussing and late night tears, waded through heartbreaks and borrowed beers, sat by the truck when mama died, didn't bark once, just stayed by my side. He don't need nothing but a pad and bone, a spot in the shade to call his own. And when I talk, though he don't reply, he looks at me like he knows why. Me and that old dog, just taking it slow in this world that spins a bit too cold. He don't fetch sticks like he used to do, but he guards my soul like something true. Don't need no crowd, no highbrow talk, just quiet days with that old dog. So when he goes, I won't say much, just tip my hat and thank his touch.
Those old boots by the door, caked in red clay, still lean to the left, just like they did each day. He'd lay some up with a coffee in hand, then disappear into the land. Working sun up to supper bell with not much talk, but a story to tell. His back was strong, but his words were few, letting his boots speak what he knew. Old boots by the door, worn and torn, soaked in sweat and early morns. They carried him through storms and sun, and never stopped till the work was done. They ain't just leather, their legacy of a quiet man who raised me. That porch still creaks where he used to stand, calloused hands and a wedding band. He'd nod once slow when the day was through, saying more than a sermon,
ever could do. Now I wear boots, but they don't quite fit, not in the way his always did. I keep them there like a prayer in frame, dust and all, in his good name. Old boots by the door still hold their ground, though the man's long gone to higher ground. They echo steps I try to make with every move, and each mistake, they ain't just worn, they're a map, a sign of the path he walked to make it mine. So I leave them there, don't sweep the floor, those old boots still guard our door.
There's a line of pines behind the shed, tall and quiet, like the things unsaid. We carved our names in the bark one June, then danced 'neath stars and a country tune. That old swing still hangs by the second tree, rope worn thin, like the ghost of me. And every fall, when the cold wind blows, those pines remember what no one knows. Our don't swing still hangs by the second tree, the rope worn thin, like the ghost of me. And every fall, when the cold wind blows, those pines remember what no one knows. Pines don't forget, they stand so still, watching time roll down the hill. They've seen young love and goodbye tears, held the silence of quiet years. When the world moves on without regret, the pines just whisper, and don't forget. I brought my boy there just last spring, showed him where we lost everything. He kicked some dirt, picked up a pine cone, said, "Daddy, it feels like we ain't alone." And he ain't wrong, they hold us tight, rooted deep through wrong and right, through every storm and midnight sigh. Those lines still reach into the sky. Pines don't forget, they know the sound of hearts breaking with without a sound. They sway but never leave the place where time slows down and we face grace. No photograph, no silk cassette, just bark and breeze, and no regret. So I walk that line and tip my hat to the pines behind that brought me back. and slow, like Grandma's hymn from years ago. I light a lamp by the windowsill and let that sound my silence fill. The porch swing sways with no one there, but I still feel you in the midnight air. You'd curl up close in your flannel sleeves as thunder rolled through cottonwood leaves. Rain on a tin roof calms my mind, takes me back to a gentler time when your touch was the only proof, and love poured down on this old tin roof. It ain't just water that hits that tin, it's every memory I'm soaking in. The kettle hums on the stovetop glow, boots by the door from years ago. Your faded note still stuck to the fridge next to a photo from Bluebell Ridge. We never had much, just a patch of land, a leaky roof, and your gentle hand. But storms back then felt soft somehow, like the sky knew when to settle down. Rain on a tin roof speaks in song of nights when nothing ever felt wrong. We danced in the dark, no plans, no proof, just hearts in sync under that tin roof. And when it falls, I hear it true, like a lullaby, still meant for two. So let it rain, I ain't moving soon. It's just me and the roof and the sound of you. Rockin' slow on this old porch swing. The wind is soft like a lullaby string. Fireflies float in the amber air. Peace settles in without a care. Sweet tea glass on the table near. George Strait playing low, it's crystal clear. The screen door creaks with a tender moan, like it knows I'm right where I belong. Ain't no rush, no neon lights, just these warm Carolina nights. Clouds drift by like a slow dance tune. I could sit right here under this moon, just rocking with you. The old hound dog stretched on the floor,
sleeping soundly, not a worry no more. The world out there keeps spinning fast, but this front porch was built to last. Maybe we'll talk, maybe we won't. Maybe the silence says what words don't. The stars come out in perfect time, and everything feels just fine. Ain't no rush, no neon lights, just these sweet Carolina nights. Let the night air sing its tune. I could sit right here under this moon, just rocking with you. Rocking slow as the night rolls in, feeling peace in my own skin. The day fades out, the world turns blue, but right here I've got you. There's a blanket of stars hanging over the barn. Crickets sing low on this Midwest farm. Daddy's old boots by the back screen door. Mama's humming soft on the kitchen floor. Fields are sleeping, the tractor's done. Silos glow gold in the setting sun. And I'm up on the roof, just laying still, watching the sky from our little hill. Stars above the farm tell stories at night of young boys dreaming neath pale porch light. They whisper of love and years gone by and promises made under that sky. It's quiet and wide, like a prayer in the dark. Stars above the farm still light my heart. Grandpa's hat hangs on a rusted nail. He taught me to fish and never to fail. The swing still creaks by the cottonwood tree where I carved our names, just you and me. Dogs curled up by the old hay shed. Fireflies dancing like words unsaid. Nothing's changed yet, all feels new in the hush of night when I think of you. Stars above the farm, they shimmer and fade, but the feeling they leave always stays. They carry our stories on beams of light across old fences into the night. It's simple and sweet, like mama's pie crust. Stars above the farm still carry my trust. So I'll lie here a while till the morning dew, with the stars above and thoughts of you.
There's static on the AM radio again tonight, playing Hank's old tune. Just out of sight, the dial slips left and then creeps back slow, like it's chasing voices from long ago. The porch light buzzes in rhythm low, moths dancing soft in that amber glow. I lean back deep in this folding chair, let the crackle fill the midnight air. Static on the AM radio hums like rain, brings back her laugh, then fades again. I hear her sing in the chorus line, half a verse lost in time. That broken speaker knows my soul, talking through static and nights gone cold. Ashtray full, coffee's gone cold. Same old sweater, same stories told. She left her scarf on the windowsill, still smells like lavender and standing still. I spin the knob like turning years, each crackle echoes old love and fears. No one calls on this landline phone, but the air still hums like I ain't alone. Static on the AM radio keeps me near to the sound of her voice, so soft, so clear. Though the song may skip and the signal straight, it plays her heart in its own way. Long after sunset, long past hello, she lives in the static on the AM radio. So I don't change the station or fix the sound. Some things are meant to stay unwound.
Every Sunday around 9:30, I drive that gravel road past the county line with a thermos of coffee and your favorite song. I hum it low as I ride along. The gate still squeaks like it always did, under tall oak trees where the light gets hid. I park by the fence where the roses grow, same place I stood 10 years ago. Sunday at the cemetery, just me and you, talking about the week like we used to do. I brush off the stone and fix the flowers, sit real still for a couple hours. It's quiet here, but it feels just right, under heaven's shade in soft sunlight.
at how I'm still bad with names, and how I burn toast just the same. I tell you things I can't tell a soul, like the way I still miss losing control. I bring your boots when the weather turns cold, set 'em right there by the marigolds. Folks say grief fades, but they don't see some roots grow deeper quietly. Someday at the cemetery, my weekly prayer, with your voice still floating through the air. I see your smile in the morning haze, and the way you move through simple days. Though the world moves fast, I slow it down right here with you on sacred ground. So I'll be back next week, same old way, to spend our talk and clear the clay.
That old pickup truck still sitting out back, rust on the fender and paint starting to crack. Used to shine red like a fire in July. Now it just rests beneath the cottonwood sky. We load up the cooler, take county roads slow, chasing sunsets with nowhere to go. You in the middle, bare feet on the dash, singing along to the radio scratch. That old pickup truck holds more than steel. It's got our laughter and how we used to feel. Beneath that bench seat, I kept your note. Still smell your perfume in the flannel I wore. Time might have taken the shine away, but the heart still beats in that Chevrolet. We carved our names on the glove box door, talked about babies and having one more. The heater broke in the fall of '92, but you held me close, said love will get us through. That engine coughed like a tired old friend, but it got us home again and again. Now it's quiet like the nights I stay, staring at stars from the same driveway. That old pickup truck holds more than steel. It's got our heartbreak and all that we feel. The ashtray's full, but the fire's gone, yet somehow it still keeps carrying on. Time might have faded the red to gray, but the soul lives on in that Chevrolet. Folks say scrap it, but they don't know it ain't just a truck, it's a piece of my soul. Every dent's a chapter, every scratch a line, and every mile
was yours and mine. So I leave it parked by the old hay shed. Let the dust gather, let the past be said. But when the wind blows and the silence starts, that truck still runs in the back of my heart.
The mirror in Mama's room still holds her face, lipstick stains and a quiet grace. Her brush lays still on the vanity top, next to a note she never forgot. Sunlight creeps through cotton lace, dust in the air dances in place. I sit real still on the wooden floor, like I did when I was 4. The mirror in Mama's room don't lie, it shows the years and how they fly. Oh, her gentle touch, her faded smile, the way she hung for just a while. That glass still glows in the morning gloom, with love she left in Mama's room. There's perfume there, soft and sweet, the kind she wore to church each week. A Bible open with pages worn, beside a comb and a rosewood drawer. She'd say, your beauty fades, but love stays true. Then wink at me like mamas do. Now all that's left are little signs of how she lived. Between the lines, the mirror in Mama's room still shines through quiet days and borrowed time. It holds her laughter, faith and grace, each wrinkle learned in that same place. No photograph can quite resume the truth that lives in Mama's room. So I dusted light like she would do, and see myself in Mama's view. There's a cup in the holder, still marked with your name, from that diner we loved off of Highway 8. Your jacket still hanging on the back seat rail, and I swear I catch your perfume trail. We'd ride through cornfields, windows down, old George Jones, spin spinning that sound. Now it's just me and the FM hum, but your ghost still rides shotgun. The seat beside me still yours, you know. Through gravel roads or driving slow, I reach for your hand out of old reflex, like love's a habit that never forgets. You're gone, but the space never closed its door. The seat beside me is still yours. Your plate's still stacked with the rest up high. Your chair still squeaks when the wind goes by. I pour 2 cups each break of day, out of habit more than anything I say. The dog still perks at the sound of keys, waiting to see you come back with me. But some goodbyes don't ever end, they just settle in like a long lost friend. The seat beside me still yours, it seems. In quiet towns and midnight dreams, I drive on, but I don't outrun the way we laughed beneath that sun. Time moved on, but this heart still pours where the seat beside me stays yours. So I buckle in and leave room wide for the girl who still rides by my side. I still remember your hand on mine in that rusted Ford past the county line. You looked at me like asking for more, but I just smiled and stared at the floor. You packed your dreams in a denim case, left your coffee mug in the same old place. I meant to chase you, but time just slid, like all those things I never did. Things I should have said, like please don't go. You're the one I need the most. Instead I stood like a stone that day, while your taillight slowly slipped away. Some words don't shout, they just fade, and live in hearts we never made. You love sunsets from the back porch rail, singing soft to a Patsy Cline tale. I wish I'd told you how you lit my dark, but fear can silence the truest spark. Now I write lines I'll never send, folding them up like way back then.
too late instead. All the things I should have said. So if you hear a breeze at 2 a.m., it might be me saying them then.
There's a glow on the tin roof, soft and wide, where the moon hits the barn from the pasture side. Crickets sing low in the summer air, and I swear I still see your ribboned hair. You'd meet me there by the old haystack with a mason jar light and a flannel on your back. We'd slow dance, no music, just breeze, hearts keeping time neath the sycamore trees, where the moon hits the barn. The world stands still, like time froze soft on a gentle hill. Your hand in mine, your smile so warm, 2 silhouettes neath a silver storm. We said goodbye, but my heart won't part from where the moon still lights the barn. Dad's old lantern hangs on the nail, swinging like truth in a love tale. You whispered dreams by the feed room door. Now it's just echoes on that old wood floor. The grain bins rust, but they still hold bits of us, like stories told. And every time that moonlight breaks, I feel you there in its quiet grace, where the moon hits the barn. I close my eyes and feel your breath like lullabies. The porch lights off, but you're still near. In midnight fields, I hold you here. Though you're long gone, you left your charm right where the moon still hits the barn. So I sit and watch from the old back gate, where the barn still shines, and I still wait.
There's a row of daisies by the back porch rail, planted by Mama, come every spring without fail. She'd wear her straw hat, humming low and sweet, hands in the dirt, fear. The smell of tomatoes, the buzz of bees, wind blowing soft through the cedar trees. She'd say, growing things keeps the soul in line. Then laugh as the sun slipped down behind the pines. Mama's garden still knows her name. Every bloom sings just the same. With every petal I hear her pray for simple joys and brighter days. Though her voice is gone, the roots remain. Mama's garden still holds the rain. Mama's garden still holds the rain.